Hey everyone, and welcome back to What Is, the channel where we unravel the mysteries of, well, everything. Today, we're setting our sights a little higher. No, not just the top shelf of the fridge. We're talking about the sky. Specifically, we're asking, what is an aeroplane? Now, on the surface, you might think, duh, it's that giant metal tube with wings that takes me to Cancun. And you wouldn't be wrong. But like a perfectly baked souffle, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, or in this case, the highly pressurized cabin. At its core, an aeroplane is a powered, fixed-wing aircraft designed to fly by obtaining thrust from a jet engine or propeller. Simple enough, right? Except, for thousands of years, humans looked at birds and thought, yeah, I could do that. And then they tried. And mostly, they fell. A lot. From the myth of Icarus, who bless his heart, flew a little too close to the sun. Rookie mistake, Icarus. To Leonardo da Vinci's wonderfully imaginative, if not entirely successful, flying machine designs, the dream of flight has been etched into our DNA. We wanted to soar, to escape traffic, to see what the clouds were really made of. Spoiler, it's mostly water droplets. Not cotton candy. Disappointing, I know. It wasn't until December 17, 1903, that two bicycle mechanics from Ohio, Orville and Wilbur Wright, finally cracked the code. With their flyer, they achieved the first sustained, controlled flight of a powered aircraft. It lasted a grand total of 12 seconds and covered about 120 feet. That's roughly the length of a modern passenger jet. But without the in-flight entertainment or the questionable aeroplane food. A truly monumental achievement that basically said, hey, gravity, we're taking a rain check. So, how does this metal bird defy the very thing that makes us spill our coffee when we trip? It all comes down to four fundamental forces, the Avengers of aviation, if you will. Lift, weight, thrust, and drag. First up, weight. This one's easy. It's gravity, pulling the entire magnificent contraption and your luggage. And that person who brought a full-sized banjo as a carry-on straight down towards Earth. To get off the ground, we need something to counteract that. Enter lift. This is the star of the show. The wings of an aeroplane aren't just flat surfaces. They're specially shaped, like a teardrop cut horizontally, called an airfoil. As the plane moves forward, air flows faster over the curved top of the wing than it does along the flatter bottom. This creates a difference in air pressure, with higher pressure pushing from below and lower pressure pulling from above. It's essentially the wing giving the air a gentle, but firm, downward shove. And Newton's third law says, oh, you wanna push, I'll push back. Result, the plane goes up. It's like the air is saying, fine, you can sit on my shoulders for a bit. Next, we have thrust. This is the oomph, the push that propels the aeroplane forward through the air. In most modern passenger jets, this comes from incredibly powerful jet engines. They suck vast amounts of air in, mix it with fuel, ignite it, and then blast the superheated exhaust out the back at incredible speeds. It's essentially a very loud, very efficient way of saying, get out of my way. Imagine trying to fly by just flapping your arms. Hard work, right? Thrust is the super-powered fan doing the flapping for you. And finally, there's drag. This is the party pooper of the group. Drag is the resistance the air puts up against the plane's motion. Think of sticking your hand out the window of a moving car. That backward push you feel, that's drag. Aeroplanes are designed to be incredibly sleek and aerodynamic to minimize drag. Because every bit of resistance means the engines have to work harder, burning more fuel. It's why aeroplanes don't have giant flagpoles sticking out of their roofs. Or, giant rubber duckies strapped to the fuselage. Though, that would be a sight to see. So, to fly, the plane needs enough thrust to overcome drag, and enough lift to overcome weight. When all four forces are balanced, the plane flies smoothly, like a majestic metal manta ray. Now, when we talk about aeroplanes, we're not just talking about the jumbo jets that ferry us across oceans. The world of aviation is incredibly diverse. There are tiny, single-engine propeller planes for joyrides or learning to fly. Sleek business jets that whisk executives around the globe. And massive cargo planes that can carry everything from fresh flowers to the International Space Station's spare parts. There are even specialized firefighting planes that dump thousands of gallons of water on wildfires. And acrobatic planes that twist and loop for our entertainment, proving that even heavy machinery can be graceful. It's a testament to human ingenuity that we've adapted this technology to so many different needs. And the evolution hasn't stopped. We've gone from sputtering biplanes to supersonic jets that break the sound barrier, making a trip across the Atlantic feel like a quick hop. We're seeing quieter engines, more fuel-efficient designs, and even the promise of electric and hydrogen-powered aircraft on the horizon. Imagine flying without the carbon footprint, or perhaps enjoying a flight that's so quiet you can actually hear yourself think, even in economy. Aeroplanes have shrunk our world. They've connected cultures, facilitated trade, and made it possible to visit family on the other side of the planet for Christmas. Or that really specific taco truck you heard about in Mexico City. They've opened up horizons, both literally and figuratively, proving that with enough ingenuity, perseverance, and a basic understanding of physics, we can overcome seemingly impossible challenges. So, the next time you're hurtling through the stratosphere at 35,000 feet, sipping your questionable airplane coffee, take a moment to appreciate the incredible feat of engineering and the age-old dream that made it all possible. You're not just in a big metal tube. You're in a triumph of human spirit and science. And that, my friends, is what is an aeroplane. If you enjoyed this flight of fancy, pun absolutely intended, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe for more fascinating topics, and tell us in the comments, what's the most incredible thing you've ever seen from an aeroplane window? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.